Hello everyone, my name is Ashraf and this is the presentation of my research paper entitled The Association Between GHG Emissions and Firm Value Among Malaysian Public Listed Companies, an Empirical Investigation. Malaysian Public Listed Companies or PLCs lag behind in decarbonization despite global momentum and growing disclosure requirements. This research investigates whether there's a financial incentive for firms to reduce their carbon emissions, focusing on the Malaysian context. Do Malaysian PLCs benefit financially from reducing emissions? This study explores whether there's a link between GHG emissions, both absolute and intensity, and firm value to understand the financial motivation for decarbonization. Our objectives are to analyze the relationship between absolute GHG emissions and firm value, GHG intensity and firm value, and this will determine if financial incentives or improved valuation can influence PLCs to accelerate decarbonization. This brings us to the research questions and hypotheses. RQ1 asks, is there an association between absolute GHG emissions and firm value? RQ2 asks, is there an association between GHG intensity and firm value? The hypotheses are as follows. H1, absolute GHG emissions negatively impact firm value, and H2, GHG intensity negatively affects firm value. Next, let's explore the backbone of our theoretical framework. We rely on two key theories. The first one is the Enlightened Value Maximization Theory, or in short, EVMT, which links long-term shareholder value with GHG reduction. The second one is the Resource-Based View, or RBV, which emphasizes ESG performance as a driver for competitive advantage. Our studies suggest that higher emissions generally reduce firm value, but the results vary based on context and type of emissions considered. This theoretical foundation suggests a strong link between GHG emissions, intensity, and firm value. Despite this, research in Malaysia remains limited. Existing studies often focus on practices, small samples, or disclosure, without exploring the impact of GHG emissions on firm value. My study fills this gap, analyzing emissions data from Malaysian PLCs and connecting it to financial metrics within the EVMT and RVV frameworks as indicated in the research framework, addressing the research objectives, research questions, and hypotheses. Now on to the research methodology. The research approach is quantitative, sampling 116 PLCs from Bursa Malaysia, covering 2021 to 2023, resulting in 323 observations. Emission data, specifically Scope 1 and 2, and financial metrics were obtained via Bloomberg Terminal. This is due to data availability as well as assured accuracy of data. We used fixed effect unbalanced Fresnel regression in data after ensuring data reliability through transformations and robustness checks. 6 regression models examined different aspects of the emissions performance link, covering each dependent variable and independent variables alongside some control variables. This comprehensive methodology ensures our findings are robust and meaningful. The study findings reveal that absolute GHG emissions is significantly and positively correlated with return on asset or ROA, market value added or MVA, and Tobin's Q, signified by the positive coefficient with p-value of less than the 5% significant threshold. This suggests larger firms, which typically have higher emissions, maintain strong financial performance due to scale and market presence. GHG intensity, however, shows a negative association with ROA, signaling inefficiency in operations. No significant links with p-values above the 5% threshold with MVA or Tobin's Q emerged, likely due to investors' focus on broader financial metrics. These results diverge from prior studies, possibly due to Malaysia's regulatory environment and reliance on fossil fuels. The absence of carbon pricing mechanisms like an emission trade system or carbon tax may also explain the muted incentives for emission reductions. This study has significant implications. Practically, it informs policymakers about aligning financial incentives with decarbonization goals, supporting Malaysia's climate commitments. It also offers strategic insights for businesses to focus on emission efficiency. Empirically, it enriches the understanding of emissions performance links in emerging markets, and theoretically, it bridges sustainability and financial performance, offering a nuanced view that challenges conventional theories and supports more recent theories like EVMT. In summary, absolute GHG emissions shows a positive association with firm value, reflecting the scale and market influence of large firms in Malaysia. However, high GHG intensity signals inefficiency, impacting operational performance negatively. These findings highlight a critical message. While large firms in Malaysia may retain market value despite emissions, improving emissions efficiency is key for long-term sustainability. For regulators, the results underscore the need for mechanisms that go beyond disclosure to enforce reductions, ensuring firms contribute meaningfully to climate goals. This study is limited by its focus on Malaysian public listed companies and reliance on secondary data from 2021 to 2023. Future research could explore industry-specific dynamics, longer time frames, and the role of emission reduction strategies and enforcements, such as the upcoming Climate Change Act, in driving financial performance. Expanding this scope will provide deeper insights into the complex interplay between emissions and firm value. With that said, that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening and have a great day ahead. The next screen will show the references for this presentation.